There were certain things one could always rely upon at Christmas in the Russo household. The front door would never fully close because somebody was always arriving or leaving. Something in the kitchen would inevitably burn. An aunt would begin crying before dessert for reasons no one entirely understood. Someone else would start an argument over parking, and by 9 o'clock in the evening, Clara Russo would be standing in the center of it all, holding 3 serving trays, 2 family grudges, and the complete responsibility for keeping Christmas from collapsing entirely. It happened every year, which was precisely why Clara, exhausted, overworked, and quietly unraveling beneath the weight of everyone else's expectations, decided this year she would not survive another Russo Christmas. Her corporate employer, Gavin Michaels, offered her what felt like a miracle, a quiet assignment in the Poconos to prepare his luxurious vacation home for the holidays. No screaming relatives, no emotional emergencies, no coordinating dinner schedules for 23 people who all insisted on eating at different times. Just peace. Or so Clara believed. But somewhere along a lonely, snow-covered highway, with Christmas music whispering softly through her speakers and exhaustion pulling at the edges of her mind, Clara's car slid off the road and disappeared into the woods. And when she opened her eyes again, she found herself in a town called Winter's Hollow. Now, there are places in the world that seem too perfect to exist at all. Places where every storefront glows amber beneath freshly fallen snow, where garlands never sag, where hot cocoa appears precisely when one's heart begins to ache, and where handsome men in flannel coats seem to emerge mysteriously from snowstorms, carrying lanterns and speaking in suspiciously meaningful dialogue. Winter's Hollow was such a place. Jack Bronson, tree farmer, reluctant romantic, and owner of the gentlest smile Clara had ever seen, rescues her from the roadside and brings her back to his cozy cabin beside the woods. The town doctor insists Clara remain in Winter's Hollow while she recovers from a mild concussion, and before long, Clara finds herself slowly absorbed into the strange little rhythms of the town. There are Christmas rehearsals at the church hall, carolers on Main Street, cookie baking with women who somehow know exactly when a person needs cinnamon and conversation, children singing old hymns beneath glowing lights. Even the snow seems to fall at emotionally appropriate moments. And for the first time in years, Clara feels something she scarcely recognizes anymore. Rest. Not silence exactly. Winter's Hollow is full of noise, bells ringing, choirs singing, laughter drifting from warm windows into the night. But none of it demands anything from her. Nobody needs her to hold the entire world together. The town appears to run on kindness alone. Naturally, Clara falls in love with it, and perhaps with Jack as well. But strange things begin happening the longer Clara stays. The elegant Evelyn Clayton, who seems to preside quietly over the town, like the keeper of some ancient Christmas secret, watches Clara with increasing concern. Jack's former sweetheart, Holly Bennett, returns unexpectedly to town, and Clara slowly realizes, with mounting horror, that Holly and Jack seem to belong together in the way people do in Christmas films just before the snowfall finale and orchestral kiss. Worst of all, Clara begins disrupting Winter's Hollow itself. The town's perfect harmony starts unraveling around her in tiny ways at first. Decorations fail. Choir rehearsals go awry. Neighbors snap at each other. Old grievances rise mysteriously to the surface. It is almost as though the town itself cannot withstand the weight of genuine human chaos for very long. And Clara, who spent her entire life trying desperately to manage chaos, cannot stop herself from trying to manage this place too. Until, at the annual Christmas cantata, everything finally collapses in spectacular fashion.
Microphones shriek, Christmas trees topple, candles catch ribbons on fire. Townspeople stampede from the auditorium in utter pandemonium, while Clara stands tangled in cords and humiliation beneath flickering lights, watching the perfect little world she adored come apart at the seams. It is only afterward, fleeing through snowy woods beneath a black winter sky, that Clara is finally found by the very people who never stopped looking for her at all. Her siblings, Kevin and Sarah, and Dylan, the man she once loved before ambition and emotional cowardice quietly pulled them apart.
And then the final revelation arrives. Winter's Hollow is not a magical town. It is a film set Clara's concussed mind put herself in while she was knocked out from the car crash. The Garlands, the tree farm, the doctor's clinic, the handsome sheriff, the Christmas miracle. All of it belongs to the production of a holiday movie currently filming nearby. The people Clara came to know are actors. The town itself is little more than carefully lit illusion and painted storefronts beneath enormous studio lamps. And yet, something about it had still been real. Late that night, sitting quietly in the empty gazebo at the center of the dismantled town square, Clara speaks with Annie Taylor Parsons, the weary actress who portrayed Evelyn Clayton. Without her wig and elegant composure, Annie admits that Christmas films are the only places she has ever found temporary refuge from the grief of losing her estranged daughter many years ago. "If you've still got people who yell at you," Annie tells her softly, through cigarette smoke curling into the cold air, "you've still got people who love you enough to stay." And suddenly, Clara understands. She had mistaken peace for love. She had spent years believing the goal of life was escape. Escape from noise, from responsibility, from emotional messiness. When the very chaos she resented was proof that she belonged to something alive. By the time Clara finally returns home for Christmas morning, the Russo household is exactly as she left it. People are shouting from different rooms. Someone is arguing about gravy. Her father is complaining loudly while helping set the table incorrectly. A Hallmark movie plays unnoticed in the background while relatives talk over one another at impossible volume. Nothing has changed, except Clara. And this time, as she steps into the noise and warmth and ridiculousness of her family all speaking at once, Clara does not feel trapped by the chaos anymore. She feels loved.